Cyberpunk 2077 plot. Like, subscribe, and comment to AI Games Daily for more content. The setting. Welcome to the dark and dangerous world of Night City, the sprawling megacity of the free state of North California. In this cyberpunk dystopia, corporations rule supreme, and the laws of the land hold no sway. Amidst the endless conflict of gang wars and power struggles between rival factions, the city relies on cutting-edge robotics for everything from waste collection to public transportation. But Night City's true identity is a patchwork of its troubled past. From the austere days of entropism to the vibrant and colorful era of kitsch, from the imposing neo-militarism to the opulent excess of neo-kitsch, the city wears its history like a badge of honor. And yet, even as the city gleams with neon lights, it is plagued by rampant homelessness, poverty, and addiction. Despite these dangers, the poor and desperate turn to cybernetic modification to escape their miserable existence. But as cosmetic addiction takes hold and violence erupts, the city's armed enforcers, the Psycho Squad, stand ready to keep the peace. And when tragedy strikes, the trauma team is on hand to offer rapid medical services. In this world, where danger lurks around every corner, all citizens can openly carry firearms publicly. But even with the threat of physical harm ever present, the people of Night City refuse to back down. In this city, survival is the only rule, and only the strong can hope to thrive. The beginning. In the neon-lit world of Night City, life is cheap, and danger lurks around every corner. And as the game begins, you'll have to make a choice that could mean the difference between life and death. Choose your life path wisely, for it will determine your destiny in this brutal and unforgiving world. Will you start as a nomad, a lone wanderer seeking a new life in the city's dark underbelly? Or will you choose the street kid path, born and raised in the shadows of Night City's towering skyscrapers? And then there's the corpo path, where you'll play as a ruthless corporate operative with a hunger for power and prestige. No matter which path you choose, your journey will begin with Jackie Wells, a local thug with a heart of gold who'll be your guide through the city's treacherous streets. Together, you'll have to navigate the dangers of this cyberpunk metropolis, battling rival gangs and corrupt corporations at every turn. But you won't be alone in this fight. Along the way, you'll meet T-Bug, a skilled netrunner who'll help you hack through Night City's complex networks and uncover its darkest secrets. With T-Bug, you can take on even the most formidable foes and emerge victorious. In the dark and dangerous world of 2077, nothing is what it seems, and danger lurks around every corner. For V and Wells, a seemingly simple job turns into a deadly game of cat and mouse that could end their lives. Hired by the local fixer Dexter Deshawn, V and Wells set out to steal a biochip known as the Relic from the powerful Arasaka Corporation. But when they witness the murder of the company's leader, Saburo Arasaka, at the hands of his own son Yorinobu, their plan goes wrong. Desperate to cover up his crime, Yorinobu triggers a security sweep that leaves T-Bug dead and V and Wells fighting for their lives. In the following chaos, Wells is fatally wounded, and the Relic's protective case is damaged, forcing V to make a desperate choice. With no other options left, V must insert the biochip into their cyberware, hoping that it will save their life even as it threatens to drive them mad. And as V struggles to survive in a world that's turned against them, they'll have to confront their demons and face the harsh realities of a world gone mad. In the gritty, unforgiving world of Night City, betrayal is a fact of life, and V knows that better than anyone. Furious at the unwanted police attention, their employer Deshawn shoots them in the head and leaves them for dead in a landfill. But when V awakens, they find themselves haunted by a digital ghost from the past, the iconic rock star and war veteran, Johnny Silverhand. Believed to have died in the infamous Arasaka Tower attack of 2023, Silverhand has somehow found a way to live on in V's mind, driving them to madness. Desperate for answers, V turns to their Ripperdoc, Victor Vector, for help. It's there that they learn the shocking truth: Deshawn's bullet triggered a resurrection nanotech on the biochip implanted in V's brain, repairing the damage but starting a process that will overwrite their memories with those of Silverhand. With only weeks to live, V faces a terrifying choice: let Silverhand take over completely or find a way to remove him and survive. But the biochip is a part of them now, and there's no going back. As V fights for their soul, they'll have to confront the demons of their past and the harsh realities of a world gone mad. V is about to uncover one of the biggest. Through the strange and surreal experience of reliving the memories of rock star Johnny Silverhand, V learns the truth about a devastating weapon called Soulkiller. Created by Silverhand's former girlfriend, Alt Cunningham, Soulkiller is an artificial intelligence capable of copying the minds of netrunners through their neural links. But there's a catch: the process destroys the target's brain, leaving them little more than a lifeless husk. And when the powerful Arasaka Corporation got wind of Soulkiller's existence, they saw an opportunity to gain even more power. Kidnapping Cunningham, they forced her to create their version of the technology, one that would store the minds of its targets in Arasaka's digital fortress, Mikashi. With Cunningham's life on the line, Silverhand led a daring rescue mission to save her. But despite his best efforts, he was too late. Arasaka had already used Soulkiller on her, leaving her mind trapped in the company's digital subnet. Determined to save her at any cost, Silverhand launched a devastating thermonuclear attack on Arasaka Tower, using it as a cover to free Alt's consciousness from the company's grasp. But Arasaka wouldn't let him go so easily. They captured him and used Soulkiller on him as well, trapping him in a digital prison from which he may never escape. The Arasaka Corporation wields more power than anyone. By 2077, they were advertising a chilling new program called Secure Your Soul, one that promised to transfer a person's consciousness into a digital realm, allowing them to live forever in a virtual paradise. But there was a catch: to make the program work, Arasaka had to conduct secret research into writing a digital copy of a mind into a living human brain. And it was from this research that the relic was born, a powerful biochip that held the key to unlocking the secrets of the human mind. As V struggles to survive in a world gone mad, they'll have to decide whether to launch an all-out attack on Arasaka Tower, risking everything to gain physical access to Mikashi, and use Soulkiller to remove Silverhand from their body once and for all. Or will they deal with the devil and bargain with Arasaka to extract the relic and use it to their advantage? Depending on the player's actions throughout the game, V will have to choose between several different options to launch the attack on Arasaka Tower. Will they allow Silverhand to lead the charge with his former crew, taking on the corporation with all the power at their disposal? Or will they suppress Silverhand and mount the attack with a network of allies assembled throughout the game, relying on cunning and strategy to achieve their goals? For the brave and the reckless, there's always the option to mount the attack solo, facing the full force of Arasaka's defenses with nothing but their skills and determination. And for those who have had enough of the brutal and unforgiving world of Night City, there's always the option to simply end it all with a final, desperate act of self-destruction. But no matter their path, V will face a stark and terrifying truth: the damage to their body is irreversible, and their time is running out. With only a few precious moments left to make a choice, V will have to decide whether to request Arasaka to upload them into Mikashi, where they will wait until a suitable host body can be found. Alternatively, they can remain in their own body, living with an uncertain life expectancy in a world that has turned against them. Or, if they're willing to make the ultimate sacrifice, they can allow Silverhand to take over permanently, paying his respects to his friends and leaving Night City to start a new life. The end. Thank you for listening. Like, subscribe, and comment to AI Games Daily for more content.